What's up, guys? It's Peak Octane back with another episode of the D105 College Football Mod on Madden 20, and today we have the second round games of the Eastern region. As always, check the links down below in the description, and let's roll the intro. For our first game of the video, we have Central Florida and Clemson. Clemson, midway through the first quarter, uses their running game and they will find the end zone. This will give them the first lead of the game, and they take a 7-0 lead over the Knights. Central Florida then responds with a field goal, and they get on the board to cut the lead down to 4 points. Clemson looking to extend the lead before halftime. They put a field goal on the board to extend their lead back to a touchdown. And Central Florida in the second half now is going to get a huge play from their wide receiver. He's got open grass ahead of him, and he goes all the way for a touchdown. That is a 69-yarder, and that will tie this game at 10. Clemson trying to respond. They get a tremendous run from Travis Etienne, and he is going to go all the way for a touchdown. This will put Clemson back on top by one score again. Another opportunity for Clemson to extend their lead, and they get into the end zone, making their largest lead of the game as they will take a 14-point lead heading into the fourth quarter. It is now a 24-10 ball game. Central Florida deep in the red zone, and they run it in for a touchdown. That will cut this lead in half. It is once again a 7-point lead for Clemson. Clemson, in the final 2 minutes, finds the end zone to make this a 2-possession game, really backing Central Florida into the corner now as they have 1 minute and 39 seconds to score 2 touchdowns. Is it too much to overcome? Central Florida with 20 seconds left, 4th and 5, and they are going to be short. Clemson will get the ball with 16 seconds left, and that will end this game. And Clemson will take this 31-17 victory as they move on to the Sweet 16. With our second game of the video, we have Alabama and Appalachian State fighting for their spot in the Sweet 16 to see who plays Clemson. Appalachian State throws an early interception off the tipped pass. Alabama will start this game with tremendous field position as they are already in Appalachian State territory, and they take advantage of the situation and they are into the end zone for a touchdown. That is going to be a 7-0 lead for Alabama in the first quarter. Appalachian State trying to get back into this game, tie it up, but they throw another interception, and once again Alabama takes over in the opponent's territory. They are starting at the 30-yard line, and on the very next play, they hit Devontae Smith in the end zone for a touchdown, and that will extend this lead to 14 points early. Turnovers are absolutely killing Appalachian State at this point, and finally they get a drive to where they are all the way down the field and they punch it into the end zone for a touchdown. That will cut this lead in half. Alabama does not want to be done before halftime, and they find Smith again for his second touchdown of the first half so far, and that is how the first half ends. Alabama up 21-7, and opening up the second half, Henry Ruggs takes it all the way back. That will be a touchdown for Alabama. They are just pouring it on right now as it is going to be a 28-7 lead. They get the ball shortly back after they're going deep, and Jerry Jeudy hauls it in. He somehow comes down with a 50-50 ball in the end zone. That is going to make this a 35-7 ball game. And again, he finds room and he runs into the end zone, this time a 42-yarder. And that is going to also be the 42nd point for Alabama. Appalachian State bites into this lead, but is it too little too late? Yes, it is. We are less than 10 seconds to go, and as you can see here, the clock is running out, and Alabama will head on to the Sweet 16 to face Clemson with this 42-14 victory over Appalachian State. Appalachian State cannot get the upset. Bama will be extremely happy about this, and we will get yet another matchup between Alabama and Clemson in the playoffs in the Sweet 16. Moving on to our third game, we have Virginia and Penn State. Penn State gets an absolutely amazing run early on in this game, and he finds wide open grass, and that is going to be an 80-yard touchdown run. That will give Penn State an early 7-0 lead. And now they find Hamler in the end zone for a touchdown, and that will make the lead 14 points. Can Virginia do something about it? They find the end zone just before the end of the first half, and that will cut this lead in half. Penn State is able to move the ball quickly down the field, though, and they are able to tack on a field goal as time expires on the half. That is going to be a 10-point lead for Penn State at the break. Penn State looking for something big. Oh, it is a missed assignment by the secondary, and Penn State finds the end zone as they extend this lead to 17 points early on in the second half. Virginia trying to get the momentum in their favor, and it is fumbled. And Penn State's going to pick this ball up, and there's nobody to stop him as he will take it all the way. He runs past the offensive lineman for a touchdown, and that is going to extend Penn State's lead even further. Penn State is not done there as Hamler finds some open space and uses his speed to take himself and Penn State to the end zone after a 71-yard catch and run. And that is going to extend the lead even further as Penn State gets a short rushing touchdown, and they are just pouring it on now. They are blowing out Virginia in this game. Virginia trying to make some miracle happen, and it is intercepted. They are just not finding anything in their favor in this game as Penn State will take over with 2 minutes left, and they find the end zone again, adding insult to injury. It is now a 52-7 game. Virginia find some offense, and they are down near the goal line, and they get their way into the end zone for their second touchdown of the game, and unfortunately that is too little, way too late, as Penn State will take this 52-14 victory. They will move on to the Sweet 16. Virginia was plagued by turnovers all day today, and Penn State was able to take advantage and find tremendous offensive power to move on to the Sweet 16. For our last game of the day, we have Virginia Tech and Georgia gets on the board first with a touchdown pass, and that will be a 7-0 lead for the Bulldogs. The Hokies are looking to make this one heck of a game early as they get a touchdown to respond, and this game is tied back up. Right before the end of the half, Georgia will get a field goal, and that will be a 10-7 lead at halftime for Georgia. Georgia, midway through the third quarter, gets a great hole for the running back to find, and he will take that to the end zone for a touchdown and a 10-point lead for the Bulldogs. And now DeAndre Swift with the one-handed catch. He uses his speed to outrun the secondary, and he is into the end zone to extend the lead to 17 points. Into the fourth quarter we go. Virginia Tech finds the end zone, and that will cut this lead back down to 10 points. Georgia adding a field goal to tack onto their lead, as Virginia Tech will now need 2 touchdowns in the final 2 minutes and 13 seconds to make this a game, but they throw an interception, and this is going to give Georgia possession with a 2-score lead. And DeAndre Swift, we thought he got stopped, but apparently he stayed up. Apparently he did not have any body parts touch the ground outside of his feet and hands, and he gets into the end zone for a touchdown. Let's take a look at this again. He rolls over the offensive line. Does he indeed touch the ground? I guess we will never know, as this play did not get reviewed. So I'm guessing that the game was okay with this. I mean, I know Madden's broken, so be it. And we have Virginia Tech trying to make something happen, and they fumble the ball, and that will give Georgia possession once again. And they are going to run out the clock, as Georgia will take the 35-14 victory over Virginia Tech, and this will put Georgia in the Sweet 16 as they will move on to face Penn State, the SEC versus the Big Ten. And looking at the updated bracket in the Sweet 16, we will have number 1 Clemson facing number 4 Alabama, and we will have number 3 Penn State facing number 2 Georgia. These are all the top 4 seeds moving through the bracket to get to the Sweet 16. Please don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and check out all the links down below, including my Twitch channel. Thanks, and bye.